I'm Rosa Mendez, and I'm here at the #1 Long Island broadcast, Monty and Pharaoh. I had the best time ever!
Hey, listen, Daddy, you're listening to the #1 broadcast, Monty and Pharaoh, Daddy, in Long Island. The best pro wrestling broadcast of all time, I think.
Jimmy, I got to tell you, man, it feels good to be back on YouTube. It was quite disappointing what happened to us, but we bounced back fairly quickly.
Well, what else would we do? We're almost at 5,000 subscribers.
Well, speaking of that, man, we need more members.
Okay.
What do you think we need to do to get the people of those 5,000 subscribers to come on and join the team as a Monty and the Pharaoh member?
Nudity is out of the question. Any other ideas?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I do have a few ideas.
Well, just like Prel, they should tell 2 friends, and they could tell 2 friends, and so on and so on. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Check out all our content.
But that's, you know what? That's why you're the star of the show, because guess what? Members get special content. Even we spoke about it. Pharaoh came to me one day and he goes, man, what's the deal? I can't even watch some of these videos because I'm not a member. And I said, there you go, Pharaoh. You got to be a member because this is what the members get. They get free content
Nice.
that none of the other fans that watch this show get.
That's right.
You get free autographs from some of these wonderful stars that come in, right?
Nice.
All you do is you go to the MNP webpage, or right, our own page, and shoot us an email and say, hey, man, I want a picture of Tommy Rich. I want a picture of whatever. And boy, that's on its way.
We give them their choice.
That's right.
We rock.
We do rock.
And you need to rock, too. Join. You would. Either way, you're in good shape. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's a good one.
I think you're in good shape either way.
Rhea Ripley spoils the homecoming Zelina Vega and retains title. I want to read this to you.
Okay.
Bully Ray and Mark Henry feel Zelina Vega should have defeated Rhea Ripley at Backlash
You guys are smoking
Saturday
crack.
night. Zelina Vega had the WrestleMania moment in the palm of their hands,
calm down.
especially since her dad passed away from 9/11. How about just giving Zelina the opportunity to take the championship and go to her father's grave? Just so you could take that championship, go to her dad's grave where 9/11 Memorial is, set that championship down right next to his name because it's all whatever. So thoughts on that?
That's ridiculous.
Why?
No, that would have been the wrong move to make. You really going to take the belt off Rhea after what she just accomplished at wrestling? You going to do that?
I don't even understand why they. Again, you can't give the fans what
I'm
they
choking
want.
on this. This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous. And how can they say that with a straight face? These fucking guys. You were in the business
Scott
forever.
says Austin Theory agrees.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
ESO thinks Theory has more potential, buddy.
What was that? Theory?
ESO says has more potential. Blues Cat says MJF's a game changer as a star in the making.
MJF's
Hollywood's already wanting him.
Yeah, MJF's great.
Benny Scala, no way Zelina should have gone over.
Yeah, that's absurd. Get the fuck out of
Listen, that was a great moment, by the way. Mm-hmm. To me, that was a fantastic moment. But to say give her Rhea, if you give her Rhea's belt, you've destroyed Rhea.
Of course you have.
You've destroyed Rhea.
I can't believe that these 2 guys would come up with such a stupid comment. It is stupid. It really is. How can they fucking really mean that?
Because they have an agenda.
Right.
And in their mind, in the silly mind of Mark Henry, who could barely speak English, by the way.
Right. Who doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame either.
And doesn't even belong on the radio. I mean, the guy's dumber than a box of rocks. And
don't you put down rocks like that.
Well.
What are you picking on rocks for?
And Bully Ray seems to think he can. See, here's the funny thing about Bully Ray. He thinks he can influence all the other. Like, they're listening and they're taking my ideas.
Right.
Bully, here's a little secret, pal.
Right.
They would have taken you as an agent if they thought any of your
ideas
ideas meant anything.
Right.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You've had your opportunity in TNA, and
Right.
if you want to take credit for the, what were they called?
What's that?
TNA, what was that band of guys? God.
Oh, for
old,
God's
man.
sakes, man. That stupid motorcycle club, the Spades.
The Aces of Eights.
Aces of whatever.
And the
Ace
other
of
ones.
Spades.
What was the family, the mob family that they had?
Yeah, I know you're the guy's in the
Well, anyway, so he takes credit for that, and both those ideas were good ideas.
Yeah, they were cool.
Okay.
Yeah, they were cool.
But I mean, again.
they won the war, didn't they? With those ideas? No, they didn't win the war. They didn't even win a fucking game of patty cake, did they, with that?
No.
Main Event Mafia, the guys in the suits.
Main Event Mafia. And the idea was cool, main event.
Hey, Bubba, I got a great idea. Why don't you continue to put yourself over in Impact at your age? Go for it.
Thank you, RJ. Aces and Eights.
Yeah.
Aces and Eights was the NWO
Aces
light.
and Eights. Yeah, they were.
But look, for TNA, it was cool.
Yeah, but let's face it, though. The best thing of all involved Hogan, so fuck off. How's that sound?
That's true.
How's that sound?
That's true.
You needed Hogan to get your shit fucking into another...
Lucky Dog says, I changed the channel when women wrestle, except for when Kairi Sane and Asuka were tagging. I marked out for them.
Okay.
That's understandable.
That's
I mean,
fine.
some people don't like
Yeah,
women's
either
wrestling.
it does it for you or it doesn't. For the longest time, it didn't do it for me. Now I'm starting to warm up.
I personally love women's wrestling.
I know you
love
do.
every bit about it.
How about when you go back and, you always tell me when you go back, you watch an old match with, like, Morocco Backlund, you're disappointed.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and watched old women's wrestling matches?
I have.
Do you go to yourself, what the fuck is this?
Are we talking old, like
Yeah, like
Fabulous
Moolah, whatever. I mean,
So,
it's the same thing, isn't
again,
it?
maybe it's my personal feeling, but I sat and watched the Brawl to Settle It All. That's the one before the war to settle the score.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, that Moolah Wendy Richter match.
That was cool.
It was friggin' good.
That was cool.
Now, was it a classic
You know
wrestling
who
match?
was-
It was,
You know who
but
was way, way ahead of their time in the women's division
Who's
back
that?
then? They were a tag team. Okay?
Go ahead.
If they were around today, they really wrote the template in a lot of ways for even the men. The Jumping Bomb
I knew
Angels.
you were going to say that.
Holy shit. You ever watched those?
They were good.
Those
They were good.
two were unbelievable.
But at that time,
Nobody
I wasn't
cared.
into women's wrestling. And to be honest
Nobody
with
cared.
you, I get enough
bad.
of one-piece bathing suits in my life.
Right.
I like
Okay.
bra panties, midriff. I'm sorry to say it.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't?
I mean, could you imagine Charlotte
Belly
Flair
button.
wearing the full bathing suit look? And to be honest with you, Becky, put the show some midriff, Becky.
So Becky's got a nice tummy.
She doesn't, but she never shows it.
Yeah. She's a mom.
She's a mom. Do you think she's got mom bod still?
She's a wholesome
Do
mom.
you think she has still mom bod?
Oh, I'm sure whatever bod she's got underneath there is just fine.
Maybe.
Yeah, mom bod works.
All right, Bad Bunny defeat